It's an upgrade to you on the one, on the two. Hello. We have a special program today. Odobara Ogeche Hibora very well, but how would they call him? What can I say and what can I do? So no makeup. Hi, this woman fine though. Okay, you too fine. Despite you too fine. Share this program because here is very, very special request for one of our sister who based in let me let her know that I'm online. It is because of our case. Okay. I'm online. Because of her, I'm here. Hey, why am I? Check me out. Eh? Hello, my sister. Who go my bagum? Yeah, bagum. Share the program, please. Eh? Okay, please. Okay, come click, come generate the link. Now I'm gonna generate it right now. You're gonna see me posting it, and when I post it, just click on it right away. I just posted it. Have you seen the link? Have you seen the link? The comment section, I got the link that I posted. Yes, you got the link that I posted right there. Yeah, I'm gonna play. Yeah, I said in the comment section, you will see the link. Even the link is pinned down. The link is pinned down. Okay, what is your name? Are you the one requesting? Okay. What is your name? No, you haven't requested. Somebody just joined. You can look at the lady that just joined. Gloria, you can look at the stream. You can help Gloria. Yeah, is that you? Are you the Ebony Uche? Yeah, is that you?
Good afternoon.
Are you Ebony Uche, right? Okay, I just saw you. Okay.
It's me.
Okay, I just saw you. Okay. Yeah. Hello? Hello? Did we miss?
Hello, good morning, sister.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay.
You're welcome to the show.
Thank you. My name is Franca.
Okay, Madam Franca, you're welcome. Good to have you here.
Yeah, I've been watching your program. I don't comment. I just watch your program.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just so happy and overwhelmed of what you are doing.
Oh, thank you, my love. Thank you.
And the Lord will continue to strengthen you.
Thank you so much.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen. So where are you calling us from?
I'm here in the US.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm in Chicago. I know.
Wow.
Yes.
Very close to me.
So where do you base?
Indiana.
Oh, just what you have not even up to 1 hour drive.
No, it's 2.5 hours drive.
No, I can drive 1 hour. Don't mind me. Anime yes. And I'm out one plane.
From Chicago to this place. Wow.
Yes, I can drive it under 45 minutes.
You are very fast then.
Yes, I can drive. Trust me. Anime Fenobo.
I think I've copied your account number. I don't know which one, either the NGO or whatever.
Okay, let me repost it so you will not make mistakes. Let me repost it right now. So you're not gonna make mistake on the particular one that you copied. Because people are mistaking it with one guy that I raised money for, the actor. So let me make sure that we got the right one, okay? Okay, Mama, thank you so much. This thing will bring a lot of our people together. This is the kind of things everybody wish to be part of it, So I'm happy you are here, and I'm happy that you are here to support our organization. May the good Lord continue to bless each and every one of you who decided to be part of this movement.
You
I know it's not my making, rather it's my power. But Chineke.
It's your calling, because if God did not call you, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Exactly. Let me baby, I'm not this thing. I'm not my program on my phone. Which guy will be this? I'm looking for it. Hold on, I'm coming. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. I'll go me. I forgot me. No. Yeah, okay. I just posted it. Okay, this is the actual account number right here. That is, the NGO account number, and that is my phone number. The WhatsApp phone number is also included on the NGO account number. So, yes, ma'am.
I will try and do what I can.
Yes, ma'am. Any little token will take us a long way. Just a token.
Okay.
Your widow's mind. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Continue with your good work.
I love you too. Please always come and say hi to us. So on our program, you just come and say hi, and we are willing to welcome you here because you have become part of us now. This is family. We are family here. Thank you so much, ma.
Thanks.
Have a good one. Thank you. Bye bye. My sister, you're welcome. Sorry, I think the network. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, please center the camera so people can see you very well. Center the camera and sit upright. Good. Please share this program. This is a special program, and I would like people that are based in UK, based all over the world, please keep sharing it. This our sister contacted me for special request on this program. I'm supposed to be sleeping by now, but I'm running this program because of one of us.
I'm the echo.
Okay, lower the volume there. Any device around you, low it. Low any device around you.
There's no device around me.
I don't know why it's echoing, because my own, I don't hear no echo. Okay, Tina, check and run in extra device another. Check it. And when you watch, I'm not there.
Okay. Let me
that my sister is kind of confused on this because share this program. Her case will touch you. In no case, this woman, Emma, all over the world. Ihe metro phone metro anyị Ihe metro one person metro anyị so, and I would like each and every one of us that are watching this, I would like you to click on this program and share it. So, can you help, you know, on social media is like, you know, because you don't know who is watching. You don't know who is watching. Trust me. So, the reason why I'm saying this is, you our system, you understand what I'm saying? So I would like each and every one of you to click share button, spread this news, especially in the spread this news, especially in the non-diaspora, especially in the non-London owner, so they can come and help. Biko. Hello, my sister. And I name very well.
Yes.
Okay, center the camera and sit upright so everybody can see you. Because I want actually everybody know your story. And please, if you're from UK and if you're a lawyer, please, I would like you to pay attention to this case. And even if you're a lawyer everywhere, US, whatever, in order everywhere when it comes to diaspora, actually, I'm getting from our sister has something to tell us, a story that touches the heart. So, I will give you the audience, and I will bring some people too who have contribution on this regard. You know, so my dear, I will leave the forum. Introduce yourself and tell us who you are and the reason why you are here. In any other network, we need to make sure you get it right. Hello. Hi. Na London. Why London did you wear poor network? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Jay.
Ma'am, your network is
Please, can you come and help?
your network is disturbing.
Yeah. Jay, come with us some. Yeah, I don't know what is going on. It looks like my network is not. Yeah. So should I close this?
Yeah, you've got multiple windows open, so close
should I close this one?
You've got two open.
So this one is okay.
You just got one there.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, I can hear you.
Yes, okay.
You got two open.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I can hear you. So actually I'm keeping inside the camera so we can hear you very well. And don't you all who's here go for me?
Okay. So on the central kita.
Oh, all the central guitar. Because actually I'm going all I forgot for me. I want everybody to see you very well. So okay, now talk to us. Tell us about you. Tell us who you are and how you get to meet me and the reason why you're here.
Okay. My name is Raul Parkin. I'm originally onye Nnewi. Aka m onye Nnewi. But somehow, I'm onye UK. Onye Nnewi.
Okay.
So, I came into this country in 2007 to study for a master's degree at the University of Leeds. I finished and I got a job with West Northwest Homes Leeds as a customer services officer. And I was doing well with my job and I was enjoying my job. And then something happened. I'll try to summarize it. It's a very long story, but I'll try to summarize it.
No, tell it the way it is. Because
everything.
A lot of audience will not understand.
Okay.
Share this video because this story is very, very important that you share. This a very important story. And I chorokande now for human rights activists to get involved. So I choroki share any lawyer that you know that based in UK. Any lawyer that you know that based close to UK, human rights activists.
Even Nigeria. Even Nigeria. US. Anywhere.
Anywhere. My sister, they
people are taking advantage of me because of the color of my skin and because I'm a litigant in person. And Leeds City Council has hijacked the process.
Okay, my sister, hold on. No, you have to start from the beginning and explain it because you're just jumping into the whole thing. I want you to go in details. I'm announcing it so everybody will hear it. And they want you to speak English. So majority of people that are getting involved will understand where you're coming from. So share this program, please, if you have not shared it. And admin, please help to encourage people to share the program. Okay, my sister, I will allow you to speak. Thank you.
Okay, so in 2010, June 2010, I got my job as a customer services officer with West Northwest Homes. And then I went on maternity in 2012. Prior to going on maternity, I was working in an office in Leeds City Center, and I was working and doing my job and enjoying it, and my customers were enjoying themselves. I work in the housing. And then data was breached several times. My personal data was breached, which is unlawful in this country. Also, my colleagues' personal data was breached. I came into office one day and someone said, one of my colleagues came into I'm not going to call names because I need to protect her. So one of my colleagues came from another office, and as soon as she got in, the whole place started smelling. And people in the office were complaining. And then a guy in the office announced to the whole office that this lady, she has a medical condition and that this smell is coming from her private parts. I didn't find it funny. I took it personal because if I was in her shoes, I wouldn't like it. How would you be announcing to the whole office my medical condition? So it was the lady, our manager, who had told him, and then he announced it to everybody. It wasn't about me, but it was a breach of data protection. Her medical record, her medical history was exposed to the whole office and exposed her privacy. So I reported her, the manager, our manager, to her manager, and she didn't find it funny. She now started to victimize me. She started to try to get me out of work. She refused, because then I was still, what do you call it now? I was still a temporary worker. You know, you have to wait for like 6 months before so within the 6 months, and then instead of confirming me, she refused to confirm me. And later, another manager in the same office confirmed me, renewed my contract, and then later I was confirmed. And then before I went on maternity, that week before I went on maternity, by then things had settled. And then she said to me, they asked us to reapply for our jobs as which office we want to stay in, whether we wanted the city center or a further away location, whether we wanted front office or back office. I was originally front office, so I still wanted front office. And she told me that I got my job front office, customer service officer front office. She told me that I was in the city center, which was good for me because I live in Sheffield. It's like someone who lives by train. The fast train is 45 minutes drive. So that's how far I live. So to get into the city center, it would just take me like 15, 20 minutes work. I'm at work. And that was how I did it. I was working full time and I went to work every day. I was pregnant. I stopped working at 8 months. And my colleagues people who saw me used to say that I was crazy. Going into work with that pregnancy, 45 minutes journey to work and all that, I was still committed. I never missed work any day. I was, throughout my 8 months, pregnant, traveling, I never missed work one single day, and I have record of it. I was enjoying my job and I was doing it. And then this lady targeted me. I went off on maternity. When I was due back, they moved me. They changed my job. They changed my description, and they moved me to a further away location. They moved me from Leeds City Center to somewhere that, depending on traffic, it's another 30 to 45 minutes by bus because I don't drive. And I told her, I've got, this is a health and safety issue. In this country, you're protected. I saw there's a health and safety issue. I'm pregnant, and because of how she treated me, because I said to her, I want to resume work. I want to come back to work, and I want to come back full time. Can she leave me where I was before I was moved? She refused. In this country, you don't tamper with somebody's rights while on maternity. It's unlawful. Like, you don't make me suffer a detriment. You don't remove my job from me. She removed my job from me, put me to a job with less favorable conditions, both the job description and the location and everything, just because they wanted to frustrate me out of work. Now, their plan was, I requested for flexible working. They refused to allow me flexible working. Their plan was, I won't be able to keep coming to work, and then I would have to go by myself. When I called her to tell her that I wanted to resume work, she told me that they told me that the position in the city center is no longer available. That's when I wanted full-time. They told me it's part-time that is available. Later, when I wanted to go part-time, they told me that part-time is available, but not where I wanted it, because I wanted city center. So when I said I wanted city center and I want full-time, they said, no, it's only part-time that's available in the city center. Later, the following year, when I said I want part-time, they now told me that part-time is no longer available in the city center. It's available in the other place where they wanted me. And that's because my manager was moved down. They wanted her to continue to victimize me. I've jumped story a little bit. So I'll go back to when I told her I wanted to come back to work. And she told me I'm entitled to only annual leave, not bank holidays. My contract of employment, where is it now? I'm trying to just find a sheet of my contract of employment to show you.
Please, if you're based in UK, request to join. If you're based in UK and you want to assist this our sister, try and request to join in the forum. Please, it is very important. She's gonna tell you guys what she needs, the assistance that she's asking for. You know, please help me share this video for those of you that are watching, so other people will, will come in. We need to assist our own very own, and she's part of us. She's one of us. Any of the people who will contact her, how to assist her in this journey. So as you're watching this, please, share this video. Please, admin, onye who click mad face na the link that I pinned down, please try and plug that follow. That person click mad face na that link. Try and block that follow, please, admin, please. So please, my dear very people, onye ga support this our sister in this course. I would like you to request, if you're based in UK and if you are in your name and law this thing. And my sister, there is another thing that I would like to tell you. I have some miscreants online who they think they are my opposition or what. I don't know who they are. So my dear, they will call you to insult you, but my dear, all I need you to do is to disregard whoever that's going to call you, to insult you. You understand what I mean? It's
my prerogative.
No. I'm just giving you a notice because this is all they are calling. This is na social media. To be food, and all they are calling. And when what they are calling is to be stupid. So you will see them, they're gonna contact you. But I would like you to understand that you're fighting for your right. You're fighting for your own cause. It doesn't matter any other person's opinion. What counts is you, your personal story, and you need a positive result. So whoever is going to call you, whoever that's all their job, it can have to to the day they die. So my dear, no, you're gonna expect some stupid people to call you. So you know what you're looking for, and you go for it. So keep sharing this program. Okay, my sister, continue.
Okay, so now my contract of employment. Okay, part of my contract of employment. Hi, now, but I don't know if you can see it very well.
Yeah, raise it up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
So
it says 24 days. I don't know if you can see it.
No, it's okay.
24 days plus 4 days, right? Annual leave. And I'm entitled to extra 3 days. I'm entitled to extra 3 days. And I'm entitled to all the bank holidays, all the annual leave, and all the bank holidays. This lady seemed that now, and that is 24 plus 4 days plus 3 days. Plus all the bank holidays. Bank holiday is an average of 8 days, sometimes on our 9 days, sometimes, but average of 8 days. This lady seemed that now I my wages only while on maternity, now I come only bank holiday, now I come only annual leave. Now if I come bank holiday, I'm not entitled to bank holiday while on leave, which is not true. So I brought out my contract and I showed her, sent it to her, I said, this is my contract. This is what it says I'm entitled to. This lady refused, and they dragged it for months and started causing me lots of problems because they wanted to frustrate me out of work, and I refused. I had to raise a grievance before they finally allowed me. And even when they allowed me, they still stole 3 days from my holiday pay. I left them and let it go. I continued, and then I decided that if this is going to continue like this, if I get back into work, this lady is going to victimize me and maltreat me some more. So I decided to get pregnant immediately so that it would take longer before I get back to work. So I had my first baby in 2012. In 2013, I had my second baby. Hoping that after like 2 years holidays, 2 years being off, that I'll be able to, they'll get past it and we can keep moving. No chance. This lady waited for me. There's something we call keeping in touch days. You're not back from maternity, but you want to come into work and work. You know, like to come and meet your colleagues and then like gradually get back into work. So when I started that keeping in touch day, the very first day I stepped into the office. Now they have moved me to a further away location to frustrate me, refused my flexible working when I asked for to work less days. They refused it. They wanted me in that office far away. When I get to city center, I have to take another journey far away. And I just kept up with it. And I told them that I can't keep up with this. I will struggle. I'm pregnant. Hello. Thank you. So I said, I'm pregnant. Then I was still pregnant and I was breastfeeding my little girl who was born then. And I said to them, this is a health and safety issue. They didn't do any risk assessment. That is the law. You must do a specific pregnancy risk assessment for a pregnant lady who tells you about health and safety issues. They ignored me because they were waiting for the worst to happen to themselves, not me. And then I was forced to make that journey. So I'll travel all the way to Sheffield into Leeds. And rather than just walk into my office for like 15 minutes roughly, I had to now get on another bus. You have to wait for the bus before you get to your destination. And that's what I had to suffer. I told them that this is not fair. Number one, I was pregnant, I was breastfeeding, and I had a little baby. Now, if I have to express milk, it was a problem for me. And I told them, for several reasons, I cannot stop breastfeeding. I have to breastfeed this my baby. One, she had eczema, and the doctor says that breastfeeding her will help it clear. Two, I told them that where I come from originally, that we breastfeed our babies and that I want to keep breastfeeding my baby, but that this journey there, this extra distance was going to be a hindrance. They ignored me. And then I sent them my contract of employment. These are some of the evidence that I've got. I've got lots of it here. And I sent them my contract of employment, my original contract, and I said to them, this is what my contract says, that I'm entitled to all this holiday pay and all my bank holidays. Can you show me the contract that you rely on? They refused. I sent to them, can you send me all the policies and all the contract of employment? Because at that point, I TUPE, meaning I was working with West Northwest Homes Leeds. West Homes Leeds was a part of Leeds City Council, the housing aspect of it, social housing, and they were moved out in 1991 or thereabouts. So they now absorbed them back into Leeds City Council. Now, at that point, Leeds City Council breached the law. They did not give us any statement of change. They did not give us any statement of variation. They did not inform us that our contract had been varied, which is unlawful. If you read Employment Rights Act, Section 1(4), you will see that when somebody's contract is varied, then you must issue a statement of change. Leeds City Council failed to issue the statement of change. That is number one. Until date, they have still not issued it, and they are lying about it and saying that they are not wrong in anything, but they are. When I now told them to send me the policies, because I thought maybe it's because we have moved from West Northwest to Leeds City Council that they were using something else. Now, in this country, there's something that's called the TUPE legislation, something. That legislation, every right that I had before I moved into Leeds City Council is retained. Leeds City Council, nobody has a right to remove rights that I have without my permission. Even me, I don't have a right to give up my rights. If I TUPE, It's different from if Lee City Council employed me directly. As long as I took pay, my rights are protected. I have several case law here. There's this several of them here where it makes it clear. One is Daddy Dance Hall. Employees are not entitled to waive the rights conferred on them by the directive, and those rights cannot be restricted even with their consent. This is a case law that says that you cannot remove rights I had before TUPE. So if my contract of employment tells me that I'm entitled to all my bank holidays, all my annual leave, I'm entitled to it. Leeds City Council did not have a right to tamper with it or to bury it, and that's exactly what Leeds City Council did. They buried my contract. When I started asking them for documents to prove themselves, because I sent them my contract, I said, this is my contract, this tells me my entitlements. Can you show me what you're relying on? They refused. I said, send me the policies, all the collective agreements, all the documents. They refused. And then they resorted to race discrimination. When I got employed originally, I showed them my passport, I showed them my right to work in the UK. And when I started to ask them for policies, they wanted to frustrate themselves, not me. And then they told me that I should give them documents to show that I have a right to work in the UK. This is blatant race discrimination. If a white person comes to your employment, comes to you, you employ the person has showed you passport, the person has showed you right to work in the UK. If the person starts asking for their terms and conditions, you don't go back to start asking the person to show you right that they have a right to work in the UK. It's because I'm a black woman. That's why they decided, let them try and see if I have the right to work in the UK or not, because that way they can now shove me off. Because they were trying to get rid of me from the organization. And then we continued. They never gave it to me until I continued to persist. Then finally they gave me some of it. They didn't give me all of it. They gave me some of it. And I still left it. They stole some of my holiday pay. I left them. And then we continued. Okay, I went into, after I had my second baby and I was due to resume work, that's when I went into work. Immediately I walked into the office. This guy, the same guy who our manager told about somebody's medical record that she smells and that it comes from her private part, the same guy who exposed that news came in again to me. As soon as I opened the door, he says to me, manager wants to see you. Go upstairs and go and see her. Number one, she wasn't my manager anymore. I was working on the ground floor, which is front office. This lady was working in the top floor, which is back office. But because she was still attempting to bully me out of work, she decided to try and harass me. And she told me I was sitting beside this guy. And then he told me that when immediately I walked in, he says, go and see her.
No, continue.
Okay. I said, no, I'm not working in her team. I'm back off. I'm front office. I'm working downstairs here, not upstairs. And he insisted. I went into work. I logged into my system. And then I went in there. They will not let me. He came back to me and said, she wants to see you. I ignored it for a while. And then I went back upstairs. And then she told me in front of everybody there. Now, people don't like filing. People don't like filing stuff. So she wanted to humiliate me. And she told in the front of all her office people that she manages who know that I'm not part of her team. She called me up there and said I should go and do filing. That this other lady should show me how to do the filing so I can do filing, which was her own way of trying to humiliate me. I left the office that day and I didn't complete my keeping in touch day because I was just fed up with them, with the way they were going about it just on my first day back to work. And that was how it all started. I raised the grievance, they ignored me. The grievance policies said that they should attend to me within a certain period of time. They refused to attend to me. They refused to do anything that they were supposed to do. Their ultimate aim was to frustrate me out of work. And then I felt threatened. I had just had a baby, 2 babies within 2 years. I had to move house because we were living in a 2-bedroom. And I had 1 boy and 1 girl. So we had to move into a 3-bedroom to accommodate the 2 children. So in the same period, I had lost, I went part-time. We were living in we had bought our house at that stage, which means more financial commitment. So I got worried. The way they were trying to bully me and push me out of work, I got very worried. And
So I've been following up with what is going on Facebook and all the rest of them. I think I've been thinking of taking you.
I fell into depression.
I spoke with you sometime about something that didn't work out.
Because I was worried. How are we going to cope? I've gone full time, I've got 2 babies, we've got a house. If I lose my house, that means we have to now start going to live from house to house, begging people to live in their house or trying to get a council property. I can tell you that I know if you get a council property that is an old property, you're in trouble because there's lots and lots of repairs to do. And I told them that this is not right. And they kept bullying me. I have details of my communications with them, my email communications with them, begging them to resolve this issue and the wounds. From 2012, they continued to intimidate me and harass me and bully me and attempt to get me out of work. And I had a mental breakdown. 2016, they buried our contract secretly. Leeds City Council buried our contract secretly. What happened was, I'll show you. Grace, hang on, please don't come in. It's okay, I'm fine. It's okay. Thank you. Sorry, that's her. She was born when all started.
Don't cry, my sister. Don't cry. I understand. It's okay. Don't cry. Give me one. I'm also emotional because.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Just.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I've gone through a lot, and they're taking advantage of me because I'm a litigant in person and I'm a black woman. Because to them, why should I come and win this case? It's a very clean, clear case of breach of contract and race discrimination, sex discrimination, and disability discrimination. But they are trying everything that they can do to silence me and make sure that because I'm a litigant in person, so they don't want they're taking advantage. It's very complicated what's going on. But in 2016 again, now they buried my contract secretly in 2012 while I was on maternity, and they thought they got away with it. It happened again in 2016. They suggested a variation with the trade unions because normally my contract, because I TUPE, my contract is protected 2 times. I have the TUPE contract protecting me, and then there's this other contract with the unions. So unions must make sure that that your contracts are protected, that they act in the interest of their members. Now, Leeds City Council proposed a variation to the trade unions in 2016. The trade unions rejected that variation. Now, this is very important because this is the genesis of everything again. Leeds City Council proposed it and trade unions rejected it. One of the proposals was for the managing attendance policy, which had lots of rights. They converted it, they proposed the variation to improving attendance policy, and the trade unions rejected it. Now, Leeds City Council had a legal obligation to also inform me. Leeds City Council had no right to vary my contract from managing attendance policy to improving attendance policy and remove rights I had before TUPE. Also, regarding my pay, I was entitled to 22 days holiday pay. Leeds City Council removed my rights. Leeds City Council decided that out of 22 days holiday pay, that they would only pay me for 8 days. That, I told them, is daylight robbery. How can I be entitled to 22.2 days holiday pay and you will take 14 days and leave me with 8 days and you expect me to keep quiet about it? A worker deserves his pay. And I insisted that they must pay me. Leeds City Council refused to pay me. Now, this is the copy of the document that says that the contract was not agreed. Leeds City Council tried it variation. When Leeds City Council offered the variation, the unions rejected it. When the unions rejected it, Leeds City Council had a legal obligation to come to the staff and say, this is what we are trying to do. This is what we've proposed. The unions rejected it. Are you happy for it to go ahead? Leeds City Council refused to do that because they believe that they are above the law. They claim to be the second largest public authority. It's like a government body. And they are so proud of using their power. That's abuse of position. It's a breach of the Fraud Act 2006, where they abuse position to bully people and to take advantage of people and to steal wages. It's not my fault, but there's cops everywhere. Leeds City Council can meet their financial obligation without having to steal my wages. So instead of 22 days, they steal 14 days and then allow me 8 days. Who will take that? Who? And they've been doing it all this while and getting away with it. In 2016, when they proposed it again, they didn't tell anybody. Like I said before, Employment Rights Act is one of Employment Rights Act section 1.4 is that you must issue a statement of change if you vary contract. Leeds City Council again refused to issue a statement of change because they knew that what they were doing was illegal. They knew, and they knew that people will fight it if people know. So they didn't say anything about it. And I kept quiet. I didn't, sorry, not that I kept quiet. I didn't know about it at all in 2016. And then in 2017, they started to implement it. And then they told me that I'm only entitled to 8 days holiday pay. I said, how is that possible? This is my contract. I sent them my contract again. I said, this is my contract. Can you show me the contract that you rely on? These people decided to start forging policies. I'm not kidding you. Leeds City Council, I'm saying it openly to the public. And I have my evidence here before me. I have my evidence. This is part of my bundle. Here, you can see them. These are part of the documents I have. And I'm saying if Leeds City Council is claiming that they did not commit unlawful act, if Leeds City Council is saying that they did not steal 14 days of my wages, if Leeds City Council is saying that they did not forge any documents, Leeds City Council should stand and defend themselves. I took my claims letter. I'm going to jump a bit. I took my claims letter in this year. When things got out of hand, end of last year, I took my claims to court. Leeds City Council owes me money. They dismissed me and refused to pay me outstanding holiday pay, outstanding notice pay. Till death, Leeds City Council still owes me. And what they want to do is to take advantage of the fact that I'm a black litigant in person to get my claims struck off and then impose cost on me. On top of my money, on top of my money. And I've told them it's not happening, except if God is not a God of justice. I didn't say anything when in 2016, when this happened, nobody knew about it. So when they started implementing it again in 2017, I gave them documents. I said, show me the ones that you rely on. These are my contracts of employment that I rely on to say I'm entitled to 22.2 days holiday pay. Show me what you rely on. This City Council refused to show me what they rely on. I have my bundle here, and I can show you the documents that they forged. So they started to forge contracts of employment. They started to forge contracts of employment. They started to forge lots and lots of documents to deceive me to give up my right without letting me know that my contract had been buried. They didn't tell me, they didn't confirm to me that my contract had been buried. And even if it was buried, I had a legal right to be given a statement of change. Leeds City Council did not give me that statement of change. And you can see here, when I now started arguing with them, I told them that if you've been stealing holidays, you've been stealing my wages from Tete, not only from now. It happened in 2012, 2013, 2014, and I didn't take note of all those things. And this is my this is the record to show that during my maternity leave, I was entitled to 20 maternity leave. I was entitled to, because I went part-time halfway through, so I was entitled to 24 days or so holiday pay. They allowed me only 17 days. You can see it there. They allowed me only 17 days. Right. So I told them that this is what they've been doing for ages, that they should show me why they have evidence that they rely on, or the contract that they rely on to do that. And what they did was to go and forge this document. Can you see 24 there? Can you see 24? They said that this is my leave card. Meanwhile, that's not true. All they were trying to say is that I was allowed 22 days holiday pay, when actually all that they allowed me was 17 days holiday pay. So you can see these two documents. So this is a forged one to claim that they allowed me 22 days holiday pay, 24 days holiday pay. And this is the original one to show that they actually only allowed me 17 days. And while all of this was going on, they had there's lots and lots of other documents here where they actually forged documents, forged contracts, forged leave records, forged my appraisals, they tampered with it, they withheld documents, all in a desperate bid to frustrate me out of work. When that did not work, they now said they even went to tribunal and told lies at tribunal, told a lot of lies at tribunal. And what they do is They just give instructions to lead tribunal. That's what they do. Anything that they refuse to disclose, you say that my contract, I'm entitled to only 8 days holiday pay. That's fine. Bring the contract you rely on to say that it is only 8 days. They refuse to bring the contract because they forged initially. They did send me documents that they forged. So because I brought claims in court, they now don't have, they know that I have evidence. Everything that I am saying on live video now, I have evidence of everything. It's for Lead City Council to prove me wrong. I took my claims to the court. Lead City Council has refused to respond. In this country, you have 14 days to respond to a claim. If you don't respond within 14 days, then you have to ask for something. I forgot what it's called now, an application notice, something to say that you want an extension, you want to defend the claim. Lead City Council requested for it to say that they will defend the claim, meaning that they had 28 days to send the defense. This was in November. Their defense was due in November. Excuse me, this is April 2020. As I speak with you, Lead City Council has still refused to defend my claims. I have 2 claims against Lead City Council. They refuse to defend them. Now, you're saying that you don't owe me money. You don't owe me money. I have given the court evidence to show that they owe me money. I brought a claim of fraud. Lead City Council, I have given the court evidence to show that there is fraud involved. Fraud as a new course of action. Lead City Council went there and refused to defend my claims. And I sent in a document called a request for default judgment because Lead City Council did not defend my claim. Lead City Council refused to defend it, told the judge to stay my claim. The judge stayed my claim. Let me go back to where we were before. But even as I'm speaking with you now, the 2 claims against Lead City Council, I have claims against individuals who did the forgery themselves and lied at tribunal, committing perjury. There's Tony, there's Amanda, and there's Sabia. I'm not going to call their surnames, but these 3 people that work for Lead City Council, I brought claims against them. These people lied, these people forged documents, these people bullied me, these people harassed me. I told them they were breaching my human right to a fair hearing by what they were doing. These people continued. I brought claims against them. They have refused to defend any of the claims. Their response was due this January. They refused to defend the claims. And I sent in the request for default judgment. The judge has refused to grant my request for default judgment because Lead City Council doesn't want it. What they did was we continued with this journey in early this year. In 2017, when this was going on, when they continued to bully me and harass me, and it got to me, that was when I had a mental breakdown. Towards the end of 2017, I had a mental breakdown. In this period, any job that I apply for, Lead City Council will have a reason not to allow me to get to the interview, or even when I get to the interview, they'll tell me rubbish. Lead City Council hacked my phone, changed my password to their own personal password. That phone is somewhere there now. They changed they didn't deny it. They hacked my phone. Lead City Council is a government body. They hacked my phone, changed my password. When I asked them why they did that, they said it's because of data protection. Started giving some stupid reasons. There was absolutely no legal right. Lead City Council had no legal right to hack into my personal phone. What they were doing was monitoring me. I have evidence of this. They were monitoring my laptop. They were monitoring my phones. And then when I confronted them, they gave me a response. I have it somewhere here. They told me that the reason why they did what they did was because of XYZ, stupid reasons. Till date, they have not proved me wrong. We continued our journey. When I had a mental breakdown, I was admitted in hospital. When I was discharged, I wrote to Lead City Council to tell them what was going on, and I asked them for assistance. I asked them, even before I had the mental breakdown, I told them a further mental breakdown. I told them that I was suffering from depression and anxiety. This is what kind of support I need, and they should support me. They ignored me. I have worked in that office. I started working in 2010, but I moved to that office in 2014. I started in that office. And I told them to redeploy me. They refused. I have 5 of my colleagues. I'm not going to call their names. Who are white people. When they have health issues, at least I know that 3 of them had health issues out of these 5 people I'm mentioning. When they had health issues, they were transferred into my team or out of my team. They did not have interviews because they are white people. When it got to my turn, I had a mental breakdown. their Leeds City Council Occupational Health Department asked them to transfer me out of the team. It recommended 3 things. It recommended internal transfer, shared services, or medical redeployment. My GP, my doctor said that they should, told them that I had a mental breakdown. I gave them the evidence. Leeds City Council refused to do anything. Now, I have these 5 colleagues that I'm talking about. There's another of my colleagues who, while he was off sick, when he came back, when he was off sick, they will ring him, they'll call him to see how he was doing, and we will hear it in the office that he's doing fine. Nobody ever bothered to ask me to see if I was doing fine or not. They just abandoned me there because they were hoping I won't come back to work. They wanted to silence me by all means. I left it at that. And I confronted them about it. I said, this guy that you people gave this support, well, not just one, there were a few of them. I said, you gave them support while they were off sick. Why is mine different? They're all white people. I'm the only black woman there. I said, this could be race discrimination. They ignored me. They refused to do anything. I left that one again. Then they continued. And along the line, these 5 people that I told you that they transferred, their own medical health report says, their own medical team says that they should transfer me to a different team. They refused to transfer me. They said I must do interview. I said to them, these white people that you transfer without interviews, do they have 2 heads? It's not one head that I have that they have. So why would you transfer them without interviews and insist that I should do interview? And if I had done that interview, number one, there are several reasons why it was not right. My contract of employment originally, before they removed that right from me unlawfully, is that they should transfer me. I have evidence in some of my documents here. Transfer me flexibly, no interview, just transfer me.
Skin color.
This document here says, this is the variation of 2014. I don't know if you can see it, of 2014. And at the bottom here, it says, this is the changes to terms and conditions statement of commitment from Leeds City Council. And it says that after 2016, as part of the annual budget setting process, the council commits to reviewing the financial scope and options to invest in the council's workforce, which we hope could include terms and conditions. This will be done in consultation with trade unions. So they promise to do this in consultation with unions. No, because when they offered a variation, when they proposed a variation, trade unions were part of these trade unions that rejected that variation. And yet, when I reported it to them, they supported their fellow white people, white supremacists. They supported them, Leeds City Council. So they decided to support them. How can you reject a document? How can you reject a proposal, a contract variation? How can you reject the variation? And then when I report it, you turn around to rely on the same contract that was not agreed. Leeds City Council promised that it would be in consultation with trade unions, and it wasn't in consultation with trade unions. Leeds City Council just did what they wanted, how they wanted it, because they believe they are above the law. They knew that trade unions, once trade unions support them, that is it. And they thought that they'll be able to mess me about. There's still long story coming. Let me just try and see if I can just be going little by little. And then while all of this was going on, I gave them, I've shown you the contract that says it was not agreed. And I said to them, give me this contract, and they still refused. In 2017, they transferred some of this, another of my team member, they transferred one again to another team. Even while I was off there, they transferred another one and still refused to transfer me. Now, that transfer, that document is a breach of contract. Contract with you is that you should transfer me. If I cannot continue on the job I'm doing, you transfer me flexibly. Leeds City Council decided that no, I must have an interview. This is part of the new contract, which till date they have not given me a copy. So as far as I'm concerned, my contract was never varied. You cannot sign a contract to someone that when the person doesn't know about it. I'll come to you now, Getty, and I said to you, dear madam, you will have a contract though. When I didn't give you anything, nothing was for me to show that there's a change, nothing. And that's the law. You must give something. They didn't. But they were hoping that they will get away with it. And they've got they're hoping that they'll get away with it. And so far, they've been trying in many, many ways to get away with it. And they think that it's working for them. But it's not going to work for them forever. That's my confidence, is that justice must prevail in this case. They can do anything however they want it. Justice must prevail. That's all. All they need to do is to provide the contract of employment. And what they did was, because I refused, they kept imposing medical redeployment on me. Medical redeployment is part of the new contract that trade unions rejected.
Okay.
And yet, they dismissed me because I refused to accept medical redeployment. I made it clear to them. I gave them reasons. One of the reasons I said is because medical redeployment is not part of my contract, 1. 2, medical redeployment will exacerbate my mental health issues. I had a mental breakdown, and I was reminding them that this is not good for my health. And they wouldn't listen to me because they were determined to do what they wanted to do, hoping that they'll get away with it. They've been getting away with it. They've been getting away with a lot of things. Leeds City Council is a crook. I call them the most corrupt public authority in the UK. And let them come and prove me wrong. I have my evidence to prove my allegations. So let them come and prove me wrong. Until they can prove me wrong, Leeds City Council is the most corrupt public authority in the UK. If I lie, I have brought allegations against Leeds City Council in the courts. Allegations of fraud, of corruption, of bribery, of wasting public funds. I've brought claims against them. They refuse to defend my claim. Why are they not defending my claim? If I am wrong. Anyway, what has happened is, finally, they dismissed me. They made it clear in the dismissal letter that the reason they dismissed me is because I refused to engage with the new contract.
Contract, okay.
You have the right to impose the contract on me. I've told you that I'm not engaging. And to make it worse, my colleagues were not asked to do interviews. They're white people. And they're asking me to do interview. And I refused. It's one head that I have. It's one head that they have. The fact that I'm black does not make me any inferior or less than them. So why are you giving them preference and not me? And I refused. I took my claims to even before they dismissed me, I took claims to the tribunal for race discrimination, sex discrimination, and disability discrimination. And we came in that day. My barrister, I'm going to call his name because I have 2 barristers. The second one is reliable. The first one is not. The first barrister I had was called Barrister Stuart Roberts, right? He works with, I don't know if he has changed now. He works with Parkland, Plowden.
Is that based in Leeds? They're based in Leeds, yeah?
They're based in Leeds, yeah. He works for them. And this guy, he came in and told me, I have been to a lawyer in Leeds, Sheffield, before I started, and she told me that my claims had merit and wrote out stuff for me. That was the beginning of my claims. And this guy, Leeds City Council bribed him. Yes, Leeds City Council bribed him. Because what happened was, we came in on that day, this guy refused to see me. All through, we just did our communications by email. I sent him the evidence, blah, blah, blah. He refused to see me and told me on the day he will see me. So on that day, we got there. He wasted time and then he came in. When we started, shortly after we started the meeting with him, for the first time I was meeting him, our hearing was by 10 o'clock. He came in at 9 something. And then Leeds City Council walked into the room and said that they want to meet with him privately. And I refused. And he stood up. He's hungry for bribe. He knew that Leeds City Council was there to offer him bribe. He stood up. I said to him, I've hardly spoken with you. I need to have a chat with you so that we know how to present our case. He stood up and he was eager to meet with Leeds City Council. I stood up and stood at the door. I said, he's not meeting with them. I paid him for this time. Not Leeds City Council did not pay him. So they left it. We got into the hearing. The judge started to, they went and reported me to the judge. They reported me to the judge and said that they want to speak with him and that I refused. Then the judge now says that I should allow them to meet privately. I said, why? He said, because there's a way barrister can speak to barrister. I said, okay, they should do this after the hearing, because I know that Leeds City Council was going to bribe them to tell them what they wanted. And I said they should do this after the hearing. I paid for this time. I paid for the barrister to meet with me from 10 o'clock till whenever the hearing ends. Not for Leeds City Council to be involved, but Leeds City Council insisted. And the judge insisted, and me, I refused. I insisted. I said no. Then the judge said that he is the judge and he has the right to make it an order, and that he's making it an order now, that I should allow them to meet with him privately. I am the litigant. And then what they did was all the members of Leeds City Council that were there met with my barrister without me. Tony is the rogue. Tony is the one who lied. Tony is the one who forged documents. I have my evidence here. If Tony says that he did not forge my leave record, if Tony says he did not tamper fraudulently with my evidence, with my documents, with my personal data, with my appraisals, if Tony says he did not, let him come and prove himself. I'm 100% sure I have my evidence. I'm not.
Okay. Do you have any union you belong to for work? Like
The
if you
union
work
I belong to is Unite the Union and Unison. Unite the Union and Unison, when Leeds City Council proposed the variation, Unite the Union and Unison rejected the variation. When I went to them to tell them that this variation that they rejected has been imposed and that it took away rights I had before TUPE, Unite the Union and Unison supported Leeds City Council. So that's the problem I'm having. And I had to take them to court as well. I took them to tribunal under the Employment Rights Act, Section 97. Any claim that is a claim of collective agreement, you add the trade unions and the employer to it. So I added them.
Take them to employee tribunal.
Sorry?
You have to take them to employment tribunal, like you sue them to court to hear you out. Had it been the Unison is with you, it will be like, you know, a stronger body is with you and stuff like that. But not to worry. With a good lawyer, I think you still got a case.
Yes, you got a good case with a good lawyer.
With lawyers because Leeds City Council goes out bribing every lawyer that I get. That's my biggest problem. I paid my first lawyer, Leeds City Council dealt with them, the lawyer, and I paid them half of the fees, and I was supposed to pay the balance. Leeds City Council started telling them what to do.
What was the response of the citizens' advice? What were you advised when you went there? Have you been to get an advice from the Citizens
Advice Bureau? The guy did not want to deal with me. He communicated with me for a while, a lawyer. He says he's too busy, blah, 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 and he refused to communicate with me. He did give me some information now and again, and then after some time, he just got fed up with me and he won't communicate with me anymore. I forgot his name now. So they continued this thing. The problem there is that the trade unions rejected the variation.
That's it. Yeah, the trade union is in a better position to sort all this out for you.
No, they refused. So
that's
in
what I mean.
Unison, for instance, Unison has there's a lady, there's a case law here, and it's
I wish I can help.
Once you're back, you're just, you know, the white people just.
I wish I can help. I know what this lady is going through.
Let me not waste some more time, but there's a case law. Oh, what's it called now?
I wish I can help.
There is. Take your time, find whatever you need to find. There's all the time you need.
Today is your day, man. Please, can you share this program? Because share this program. Onyolawe, a lawyer that based in UK, human rights.
In London, you're a lawyer. If you have any advice for this, our sister, get all the beef. Please do help her.
Yes, Onyolawe, a lawyer. According to IVF, Onyolawe, a lawyer. Please, we call you to come and help her. In the law. You say you're a lawyer, you're a lawyer, you practice in London.
She works in a chamber, and then she must know a lawyer that can help this very lady. Nkechi, London, this is your time to prove yourself, what you have been claiming.
Of course.
This lady need your help. Forget any beef you have with Ogechi. Let's help this our Igbo lady. You guys are advocating for Igbos.
You guys are fighting for human rights. This is one of them.
This is one of your cases.
Yeah, this is one of your cases. You need to come and assist.
Please, please, if you can, forget anything I've said or done to you. You must come and help this lady since you work in the law firm.
Very, very important.
Yeah.
Well, so one of the case law is I'll try and remember it in a bit. It's just going off my memory. And this lady was not a member of the trade union of Unison, but is because her issue was part-time workers' detriment. You're not allowed to treat part-time workers less favorable than full-time workers. And that's exactly what Lee City Council is doing. And they are stealing wages from part-time workers. And when this case was decided in 2019, the Court of Appeal made it clear.
Are you calling in regard of this program that I'm running right now?
Workers suffer a detriment compared to full-time workers.
Okay.
So Unison went and added themselves as intervener.
He said what?
And I said to them, you went to add yourself. She's not a member of Unison, and you went to support her.
I don't know
in the Court of Appeal. So why are you not supporting me? My case is 100% the same with her, and even worse, because I have at least 10 course of action. This lady had one, which was unlawful deduction from wages and part-time workers detriment, and it's the same thing with mine.
And my brother, I'm not saying
you know, when you're a member of Unison, we'll have black members. Unison as well. We have our only O group. Did you speak to the black members?
They refused to give me information. When I asked for the chair of the Black People's Group, they went and got me a chair from another place.
Branch,
so I work in Lee City Council. They went and got me someone that is not that. They got an imposter. Put it that way.
I would suggest you try.
They got an imposter. I later found out later, and when I asked them, because I found a real chair of Black people online, when I asked them to direct me to that person, because they gave me an imposter, they refused. And then that's when Unison said they're no longer supporting my claim.
Oh, yes.
That's when they said they're no longer supporting my claim.
I hope it's not gone yet, but there's this other group under Unison called Black Members Movement under Unison. And they fight for the Black force that is,
they refuse to support me anymore. They said they withdrew their support for me. So I had to take them to court when they did that, because it's victimization. What did I do wrong? So we are in court with them now, and they've refused to respond to my claims. Unison has responded to my claims, but they are still withholding crucial evidence. That once that document is disclosed, the case is closed. As I'm speaking with you, all of them refuse to disclose it. They are holding tightly to that collective agreement.
So what is your plan of action now?
Are you calling on regard of this case right now? Okay.
I just what I need is I've spent so much money. I've spent the last money I spent was in November.
My sister. 11th
November 2017.
My sister, hold on. Somebody wanna talk. Hold on. Okay, my brother, continue.
Yeah, the piece of advice I would like to give her is based on her explanation, she has really got all the case.
Yes.
And she has not really gotten the justice that she needed. So I will really advise her to and just forget about the case and move on. Because I myself have had a similar case some years ago in Kenya through my church. I attend not to have a long case in Kenya. I know how they handled the case. And the case wasn't favorable. It wasn't actually the way I expected it to be. So for her not to waste her time, waste her money, and all that things, I will advise her to just because this is a government case.
Hang on. What are you saying? I should forget about my case. I should forget about my case. Are you going to pay for the costs? If I withdraw my case now, would you come and pay for costs? If you're happy to do it, then let's talk about it privately. If you're happy to pay costs. Now, people who do not know legal issues should not give legal advice.
I have a very good lawyer in this area, but I'm just trying to advise. But if you really want me to refer to a lawyer, I have a very senior lawyer in London. Yeah.
Now, this guy is telling me to drop my case just like that.
No. He's suggesting that he's got a lawyer that he can introduce.
He's telling Okugana with a very good lawyer in London.
Who is reliable? Because Lee City Council will bribe. Lee City Council has bribed me £10,000. I said to them, give me the contract of employment that you rely on. If my claim has no merit, I will withdraw my claim and I will apologize. Lee City Council imposed 10,000 pounds on me and says I should accept it and that it's not negotiable and that if I refuse to accept it, they'll be asking for cost. And I said to them, this is 10,000 pounds that belongs to the public. It belongs to taxpayer. Keep that money. Bring the contract of employment. Since you say my claim has no merit, bring the contract of employment that you rely on. Bring the contract that is in dispute. Let me give it to my lawyer. If my lawyer says that truly my claim has no merit, I will withdraw it. You can keep the 10,000 pounds.
Darling,
That is what I said to
I'll call you back, darling, okay?
Did they give me did they accept? No. They want me to accept 10,000 pounds, taxpayers' money, and withdraw my claims. When all they need to do is to give me a copy of the contract they rely on. If they give me a copy of that contract that they rely on, and my claim has no merit, I will withdraw my claim. I'm saying this on live TV for anybody who wants to act. If Leeds City Council gives me the collective agreement and the contract of employment that's in dispute, if they give me a copy and it is proved that my claim has no merit, I will withdraw my claim today. I will withdraw it and I will come back to this Ogechi and tender an apology to say that, oh, my claim has no merit. And then I will apologize everywhere. If Leeds City Council brings the documents I'm requesting for specific documents. I have all my evidence. The only evidence to show that my claim, I'm entitled to 22 days holiday pay. I have all my evidence about that one. I have my evidence that says that I'm entitled to be transferred without interview. That's what they did to my white colleagues. I have my evidence. The only evidence I don't have is the document. Leeds City Council is claiming that my contract, initially they said my contract was valid. I have evidence to show that fraud, that my contract was valid, and that the forged document. I have evidence enough. We went to tribunal in November, and in November last year, Leeds City Council says that
my sister, hold on, he has something to say. Oh yeah, go ahead.
You know, most times UK judicial system is very much corrupt.
Oh, you had to.
Very corrupt. I know you have a very clear case. Okay, is clear. What is there is a very sensitive case, which requires a very senior and a very mature lawyer.
Yes, good lawyer.
So what I'm saying is, so what I'm saying is that I have a very good lawyer, but in service, this is not the possibility of the getting justice in this because of how far it's gone and everything. But if you still want to continue,
it's not very clear. It's not very clear.
I will explain. Okay, my brother, he said, so hold on, my brother, let me talk to her. He said he have a very good lawyer, but that lawyer charges. But you're going to win your case. But the lawyer, the money is the problem. That if you have the money, if you can afford the lawyer, that you have a very reliable, that you have a very good case. But the problem you're having is that you don't have reliable lawyers so far. All the stories you're telling right now. If you have a reliable
lawyer, and I won my case, I won an appeal in November 2019. Okay. I won my appeal. I've gone back to him now, and he doesn't want to deal directly with me.
That is the point, because they've been bribed.
Yeah, sending me to his clerks. I paid him £3,030 in November 2019. £3,030 to represent me.
That is what I'm saying.
He doesn't want to talk anymore.
We are saying the same thing. He said that this lawyer is reliable only if you can afford him.
Yes.
Okay, inbox me his details.
Only if you can afford him, that he's reliable, that you have a very strong case, that you can win, because with your documents...
I'll be right back, yeah?
Okay. With your documents and the facts that you have already stated on this platform, that you have a very good case, but the lawyer is expensive. That is what he's saying. My brother, I hope I'm communicating, right? Yeah.
Okay, so let's give him, please, can you give him my phone number to contact me, and then we can take it from there.
Okay, my brother, I'm going to get number. I just send the lawyer's information. Is that okay? Okay. Yes, I may send the regular number, the young lady. Pin on our WhatsApp. Okay. Okay. All right, my sister, continue. Continue, I will send you the number. Okay.
Okay, so I don't know where I stopped now. Okay, in 2017, while all this was going on, was when my barrister, when we came to the hearing and they insisted. So all of them sat down there in the meeting and my barrister had a chat with them. I had the lawyer before then. The lawyer was acting in my interest until a certain time. I wanted to keep them private, but at a certain time, they were revealed and Leeds City Council corrupted them. And they started acting in the interest of Leeds City Council. I know at what point they started acting in the interest of Leeds City Council, and I made it clear to them the moment they started. I said, you people are no longer acting in my interest, blah, blah, blah. And they denied it. Later, I was proved right. And then I reported them to the manager, I said, change her, the person that they changed her to continue playing the tricks. And at the end of the day, they told me they were not representing me anymore, a conflict of interest, blah, blah, blah. I don't trust them anymore. Instead of them to ask me for their balance, because they have finished the job that they were supposed to do for me, they have finished it. Instead of them to ask me for their balance, they refuse to ask me for their balance. They said I can keep it, no problem. So your hands are clean. And then I have paid you half of your fees. Are you Father Christmas? I paid you half of your fees and you're telling me I can keep the rest. Why? Come and collect the rest now. Come and collect the rest. Since you know that you acted in my interest 100%, come and collect the balance of your money. They left it for me, so I left them. We started with my barrister. I went in on that day. He finished that. When he finished that meeting with them, he came out. And I said to this barrister, hey, what did you discuss with Leeds City Council? He didn't have anything to say. He told me that they showed him a 2012 contract. I was not employed in 2012. I was employed in 2013. I didn't even move into Leeds City Council in 2012. I moved into Leeds City Council in 2013. So where did 2012 come into my contract for him to rely on that stupid contract that they gave him to tell me that my claim has no merit? And then he started to intimidate me. He looked at me and he thinks I'm stupid. He told me that I work part-time. So even if I win this my case, it won't be plenty money since I work part-time. I paid this guy for 3 hours. I paid him £1,200. He was to represent me for 3 hours, £1,200. And that's why he has mouth to come and tell me that I'm a part-time worker, that I don't earn much. So even if I win my case, it won't be plenty. I should go and meet Leeds City Council. £10,000 can settle this claim. I said to them, it's not about the money. It is not about the money. Bring the contract. And then if my claim has no merit, I will withdraw it. You will keep your money. Leeds City Council refused. They're forcing me to collect. That's bribe. In Nigeria, that is bribe. If you're even in the UK, that is bribe. If you're giving somebody money for something that is not really what it is for, it is bribe. And that's what Leeds City Council was doing. They want to bribe me to shut up, withdraw my claims and collect £10,000 because what they owe me is less than £10,000. But then there's compensation and there's other stuff that they're not looking into.
My sister, how should I want to hear age again? Oh, you continue, my brother.
For how long can this thing be done now? For how long?
It's long. If I want to start from the very beginning, it started when I went on maternity in 2012.
So this have been going on for 2012.
And I have been enduring it and enduring it. And I only brought a claim against them in 2018. When I had a mental breakdown, another mental breakdown. I had a serious mental breakdown and I had to bring claims against them in April 2018. That's when I had to bring my first claim. I had a mental breakdown in November 2017. I had a mental breakdown and they continued to bully me and harass me and intimidate me and everything that they could do. And then I had another mental breakdown, a serious mental breakdown that I was admitted in hospital in around May 2018. And that's when I put my foot down. All I want from Leeds City Council is the contract that they rely on to tell me why they dismissed me. Because they dismissed me, breach of contract. Let them bring the contract they refuse. Let them bring the contract they rely on to say that I'm entitled to only 8 days holiday pay. My contract tells me I'm entitled to 22 days.
My sister, hold on, no request. Oh, yeah, continue, my brother.
Here, man, in boss, some of your details can meet here. My brother, no, Birmingham. Okay, he will take up the case. Because he had a kuna the thing with them because
my brother. I wish I would
Mụnwa na onwe m na Germany ebe a nọ before ama m ihe mụ na ha jere before ha enye m akwụkwọ ọkwa ịghọta. So ọ ihe ndị be anyị na-ewitness ga na abroad. Ọ dịghị
No,
easy.
but
Ihe
what
anyị na-ekwu
immigration lawyer ka ọ na-achọ? Ọkwa
agụta m
No, should I get me boss one name? Okay, yeah.
ya. Mụnwa na onwe m na Germany ebe a ka nọ bete enwe m a big brother na London.
Good.
Na asị m na Birmingham City. So I will explain everything to him. Onye be anyị ya na oyibo obi. Oyibo ahụ mụrụ ya ejima.
Okay. Okay.
So the only thing be say oyibo na-eme ko ihe with their people and all the ha na one kind of oath.
Yes.
Nakwa ịghọta. So my brother mma akọwa this thing, he have seen it all. O witness go many cases.
Yes.
And don't help one many people.
Good.
Akwa ịghọta go.
Good.
So ihe m chọrọ ime ka ịghọta bụ calm yourself down.
Yes.
Ama m na ọ dịghị easy. Ọ na-ewute.
Yes.
Ọ na-ewute. So biko nne m ihe m na-ayọdebe gị na-abụ biko calm yourself down.
Yes.
This thing now otu anyị si wepụta ya na this platform, I think na njedebe ya elugo.
Amen.
Amen.
Just ihe a m gwara jee dede taa na akwụkwọ njedebe ya elugo. Ọkwa ịghọta sọsọ ihe amụghọ ihe a ga-eme ya n'ụwa bụ oles mana mmadụ anwụrụ.
Yes.
Ọkwa ịghọta mgbe a chọrọ inye m akwụkwọ ebe onweghị ihe ha emefu, onweghị ihe ha asịfọ ha m weta ma nke dị suppose ma nke na-adịrị suppose. I nearly went mad. Ọkwa ịghọta so biko nne m calm down. Iche echiche nke iji bụrụ mmadụ ichi ya taa azụ because o nwere onye ọ ya abụọ bụrụ.
Yes.
Ọkwa ịghọta so biko nne m calm yourself down. Send me your details.
My sister, in a Facebook account name, in a here. Oh, you're not.
Appear, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Emene appear. Otherwise, Valley City Council or Chupadogu. Yeah.
Okay, my brother, Bomuna, what's up?
London.
My sister, hold on, please. My brother, Bomuna, what's up now? If you can call me now, maybe the number, near the lady, whatever number the lady. Oh. Okay.
Okay, WhatsApp guy about +131 Abi.
Yes.
Okay.
Bomuna.
Me delegate here now. Me delegate here now the WhatsApp.
Bomuna, when a lot of messages, Bomuna.
Okay. Yeah. I will do it.
I want to laugh. So if you send us, I may not get to it. You take Bomuna. I will pick up and ask you, are you the person? Then I will copy your number and send to her. Yes.
Okay.
So at this time, darling, are you working? In Alolo now.
Jimmy, it's again my brother.
Yes, asị m na ana m ajụrụ m na ma na-alụ ọrụ. Yes, ana m alụ ọrụ.
No, I won't give one. I'm not the lady. I won't give one. My brother, because Bomuna, because can you make
Ngwana ka m kpọọ gị kịta,
Yeah,
ka m kpọọ gị now.
Okay.
All right.
So are you working at the moment?
No.
So how long have you stopped working for?
December 2018. They dismissed me in December 2018.
So that means you're entitled to legal aid. You don't have to pay for a lawyer.
They won't give me legal aid because it's employment law. They won't. All I'm getting is universal credit. But then I can, what do they call it now? Help with fees. Like when I apply to the courts, I can get help with fees. So I don't pay for the court fees. But to get a lawyer, a legal aid, they refuse. They told me that I'm not entitled to it.
So your only option is a lawyer then.
Good.
If you're not working in the if you're not working in the UK and you're on low income, you're automatically entitled to a legal aid.
They refuse.
Yeah, depending on what it is. So in this case, your only option would be getting a lawyer. I just hope there's this lady. She claims to be a lawyer. She's in London. Maybe if she can contact you, that would be great. But all the same, hopefully somebody watching will be touched and come to your aid. I'm really sorry to hear this. But if it goes further than it's going now, like that American lawyer told you, you would have actually taken the £10,000. You know what I mean?
No, they offered me the £10,000 and told me that if I breach, number one, in this country, you're not allowed to gag somebody if it has to do with discrimination or fraud. Now, I'll show you the document and I'll read a part of it where they want to gag me. It was not a proper offer, settlement offer. A settlement offer is something that is agreed by both parties. It was not agreed. I wrote to them to say, to tell them that I had intentions. It's called the letter before claim. I told them I had intentions of bringing a claim in the courts. And on that, there's something called the pre-action protocol. Pre-action protocol means that you people should try to settle out of court. And you should exchange evidence. The council are vehemently opposed to exchanging evidence because they know what that means for them. So they refuse to do it. So when I sent them that letter, instead,
they want a program member on Facebook.
10,000 on me, and they were not just going to give me the £10,000 to close the case. They wanted to gag me. They wanted a confidentiality clause. Now, my issue with Leeds City Council is employment issues. They had absolutely no right to tell me that I cannot bring a claim of fraud in the court. Fraud is a different cause of action. It's not held by employment tribunals. Do not deal with court cases. Right? Even in 2019, middle of 2019, a new law came out strengthening the rights of employees. You cannot gag employees when it comes to discrimination claims and fraud claims. That is what Leeds City Council wanted to do. And it's specific. Let me get it out and read for you so that you know what I mean. And then they told me that if I breach the terms of the contract, number one, they imposed it on me. When you're talking about settlement, you do not impose. You discuss and agree. They imposed it on me and told me that it's not negotiable. It's not negotiable. How can you, why are you telling me it's not negotiable? I'm negotiating with you. We withdraw. And you're telling me that no, I should take this £10,000 and get away.
No,
and
that's not.
My brother,
also committed fraud.
Plus what she been through,
Bribe.
I know.
I'm a Christian. Even if I'm not a Christian, I'm not a criminal. It's
yes,
criminal.
Yes.
Everybody's saying you should know the whole case.
I know.
I know how you're feeling. Just keep yourself together. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be just fine. Okay,
yes,
take it.
I'm not attacking you, but it's as if I'm not attacking you, but I'm just trying to say because people are there saying, why didn't you collect the 10,000 bribe? Because it's bribe.
Yeah, it is.
That's number one. It's a bribe, number one. Number two, there are other legal implications. And number three, I'm a Christian. I'm not supposed to accept bribe. Right? Besides that, the legal implications of doing that. Now, what they wrote there is,
and if you take it, they may probe you in taking a bribe. These people are very tricky.
They're very, very tricky.
They're very tricky. They may probe you. Why did you take it?
Leeds City Council have no intentions of giving me that £10,000 and I walk away with it. Already, they wrote that if I breach the terms of the contract, that they would request for the money back.
Yeah.
I've already breached the terms of the contract. I've already breached it.
No,
right? That's number one. And then they were telling me that if I breach it, that's number one. Number two, they were telling me that I must accept it and go and withdraw my claims from tribunal and never bring any claim against them. My claims in tribunal is employment law issues. You have no right to tell me I cannot bring civil or criminal claims against you in the
In
court.
the court of law. That means you've done a good case. All you need now is a very good lawyer that knows what
Very
he's
good
doing.
lawyer. Very
Lawyer
good.
that knows what he's
lawyer that
doing,
will
that
not
makes
go
it
behind
counsel will
and
not
claim.
bribe.
Yeah.
I want
No,
to
there
meet
are still,
somebody.
excuse me, don't use what has happened to you before to compare to other people. There are still good people in this world today.
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
That's why I came here,
Don't
because I
judge
know that there's
everybody as
still,
the same.
I know that there's still some decent people out there, and I thought if I get it out
There
there,
are,
somebody might be willing to help. Someone who has a conscience.
Unfortunately, my lawyer is on holidays. I would have seen, but he's not a criminal. I think
No,
even if
it's a
he's
civil,
not, he might know somebody that knows
it's a
somebody.
civil case.
I will,
Mine, I
ask
didn't take it
him
as a
to come
criminal
back
case.
to
I took it as a civil case in the courts.
Yeah, I'll ask him,
Yeah,
because
you
this
can
is a
bring,
civil matter.
Yes.
This is a civil matter. It's not a. So I'm gonna ask my lawyer and see if he can, if he likes to. Then I'll get back to Ogechi. But I believe people here watching, there are other, like this guy said, you should go to
I sent you
Birmingham.
that guy's number. I
You
sent
call the
that
guy in
guy's number, okay?
Birmingham and
Now
try
what's
and
up?
see what happens.
Yeah.
And then hopefully something will be, sorted out for you. And then the next thing I would like to advise you is, the way the white people judge people is according to your energy. When you go to the court and start screaming, you are the troublemaker. You always have to comport yourself and
Yes.
put your words, clearly.
Him a high spirit like me.
Your emotions, they check
Speak
that
a
you don't
lot.
get
They believe in
emotionally
calm. They believe
overwhelmed.
in
Be
talking
calm
politely.
and hit the point. That's what they want. Not by raising voice. All you need is evidences, and that's it. Okay? Don't worry, all is good. Yeah.
You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. No. I don't want to. No, Grace, please. Okay. Okay.
So
Go on.
hopefully by the time you speak to the guy in Birmingham, if you want to call him now, if you have the number, you can call him and we'll see what he says right here.
Okay.
And,
thank you.
My sister, you get justice.
Amen.
Case like this, people will say, "Oh, you should forget it. Oh, she has an attitude. You don't know what she's been through."
Well, these guys to know why they are pushing that case away. They know why they are pushing it away, because you're gonna get more than that 10 grand. You're
people
gonna
like
get
us,
more.
People like us, we don't know how to be calm when things happen to us.
Yeah.
I can relate to you. I can relate with you. I can understand what you're going through. Even Kemusef on Abamanishi, Esulam America here before.
You cannot help
and
it as a human being.
I know I have my reason, because I remember when I was living at a place, a landlord supposed to pay us. The place flooded because of, they have all these top lawyers. One day, hey, if you see me in the court, even I claim the one I didn't even. The judge said, with only this leg, worth this amount. I say yes, so every of my body worth everything. I'm telling you, when things haven't happened to you, people will be on the background. People that have not been in your shoe. People don't know how hard it is. You get through since 2012. And the guy that went mental breakdown, they went depression on it. My dear, it's not easy.
It's not
I don't even, that's why when you see people on Facebook, sometimes you don't even need to reply to these people, because these people are just out of it. They don't understand your predicament, and they will never understand it. I was reading some of the comments. I'm like, oh, she's rude. My dear, please. My dear, please.
I'm deleting them, people that don't have
You
empathy.
don't understand what this lady has been through. And you are under comments like, oh, all the rude, all the harsh. My dear, how do you want her to express her anger?
People don't have empathy.
Do you think everybody's like Julie that talks softly? I don't talk like Julie. I don't talk like Julie. I don't know. Okay. No. My body language, my action, but the country.
All the rules. They should come and wear my shoes.
I know.
Exactly.
So,
I don't mind them.
The country we've been in, they observe you by your body language, by the way you behave, by the way you showcase, and they believe in coming.
How you present it.
Okay.
That is what I was doing with Liberty Council, and they were messing me about. From 2012, I was gentle with them, and I decided that gentility, I am made for honor in this case. I was gentle with them. 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. 5 years.
It's frustrating. It's so
Come and wear my shoes, and then they would understand it. You see the person saying I should accept 10,000 pounds until I get the details of it. To them, 10,000 pounds is a lot of money. It's nothing. I lost my business. I lost my business because of this. You
for them to throw the pot, for them to offer you money, they know you got a case.
Yes.
All you need is a trustworthy lawyer, which you can hardly find. But believe me, you'll find one. Perhaps people that watch this video will contact Ogechi and want to speak to you, or this guy in Birmingham will find somebody that can help you. So don't worry about it.
You're gonna get justice. That's what I say,
You're definitely gonna get justice.
Somebody what did again? I don't care. You know, people like to judge you according to your body language and the way you were.
Yeah, when you're explaining something, you don't have to scream. You have to comport yourself and talk.
People judge me wrongly because you are pure. You just need justice. You just want people to understand you.
They should pay me what they owe me.
Yeah.
What you owe me.
Exactly.
That's all you need is your evidences and a good lawyer. Okay.
You're gonna get justice.
Amen.
You get with the justice, but you need a lawyer anybody will not bribe.
That is my problem, because they have all the money in the world that they don't want to use to bribe. If they come and take this 500,000, come and help us to retainership, come and help us manage our HR department, or come and help us deal with this case law. Hey, you get good more than one. It happens here. Hey, me go several times to my barristers or lawyer in Chota. Hey, me go here. When you put a child, always your that you are tossing lawyer mezi. I want to get for court. Get a man and get him a court. On a mego.
A lawyer.
No, you never marker. Claim merit. Let us continue. Oju.
And another tip I'll give you, another tip I'll give you is when you employ a lawyer, you must have a good relationship with the lawyer. You have a bit of trust, not 100%, but you have to give him a benefit of doubt. Let him believe that he's the only hope. Talk with him the way he will understand. Do not order him. Do not make him feel like you're being, understand. Let him do his job. Make him just get a God-fearing lawyer. That's all you need. Somebody that can.
Well, I got one. I got one in November. On the guy can win one or lose your game. Another here in a match.
Available because he's been paid off, yeah.
Also not available. We contact through another email. We contact here or respond to all of them. No class here. Come on, hire name. Meanwhile, the first time we contacted, all money because all direct access call. Money direct until you lose your guy. How I receipts. Direct access.
Yeah, this program, please keep sharing.
Most lawyers in the UK is corrupt, really. But there are still good ones, very few good ones, the ones that are reliable. But you don't use what has transpired between you and the other lawyer and go to that new lawyer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You will still be having doubts, and that will be spoiling things for you.
For you, so yes, that's true.
Not me. Any other person.
I went back to him after the first time that he presented me. I won my case. Mother City Council, I'm the win the case. I'm high. Mother win go have for many years. Of course, now they win government. They win. Or not how win. The thing work go way how bad.
Yeah.
Because
you have all the evidence. You have all the facts. You have all the contracts.
You're not defending my claims. You're not defending my claims. They sent to tribunal that they don't owe me. I have given tribunal evidence that they owe me. Instead of them to give evidence to show that they do not owe me, they just sent a letter, 2 lines saying they don't owe me. That is not enough. And tribunal wants to strike out my claim on the 7th of May. That's why I decided to come to this forum. They've struck out my claim before. I won the appeal. The same claim, they have put it up again with some more of my claims to strike out again. For what, Kwan?
That's not good, no.
Meanwhile, City Council has not provided any evidence. As I'm talking to you, the only evidence
Lizzie under Yorkshire, right? Lizzie under Yorkshire.
Yes.
Call me direct, not on video.
And when they now roll about hand from about that city.
Yeah. Always somebody with an onye buying or high lawyer anyway, when you're buying call. So all my lawyer actually refer me to. Or see immediately up what I have no. I say, oh, okay, sir. Naima Quana, Nasco Hawo Pakan, it's a liquid onyo G. Mahi Sinan.
Yeah. So that means anywhere she outside. It's either you get a lawyer from London or you get a lawyer from Manchester or Newcastle on the land or wherever outside Leeds. Because someone kind of you know what I mean?
Leeds, na London. Can't wait take it out from London, can't see with him. Can't win in case when London.
So can't win a cases in Ochohozi email anymore. It's usually a reason why.
Na March, Okwetacha are not available for the 9th of March. Just before that date, Osim na Hosinya contact all his clerks contact and Sim no they're available. No will emergency doctor. Contact here directly. The girl Balumumba Sim contact directly. Mba the girl and Kitty contact here directly. Na email yenji. Where will they change go email? Na Twitter. Where will not the guy na
the queen itself, I make it.
Okay.
Queen I make it.
Ndewo.
Come get my home. I want to put a my problem.
Sit up. You don't You have to sit up. You don't come and lie down on my platform. You have to sit up.
Okay, make I sit up.
Okay, hi.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, Doguna Dubai. Dubai, where
you know, we don't keep quiet. We are dealing with legal matter now. With this your Dogu cap, you know, so we are dealing with a legal matter now. Our sister came for help, so it may have been hook up. So I will remove you guys, okay?
You can read into topic before you be our
okay,
oh, Dogu, bye.
Bye.
Oh, one.
Continue.
Odogu na Dubai. Odogu na China na edide isikwa aha. Odogu na Japan. Odogu na Japan is the aha maka coronavirus. It's Odogu na China shigin bakwa. Odogu na China. Oh my God. Ikekwe, he just came in. Sorry for the interruption, my darling.
Yeah, are you calling in a reference of this program that I'm running right now? Okay. I know my name is again. Okay. Yeah. Chai.
Okay, what you think?
Why this thing on phone? Can you hear him now?
No, increase the volume. Tiana, the speaker.
Increase the volume. You can never. Okay. Anyway, my brother, say something. I will relate with her. Who? Okay, Otolo Newi. Okay. Okay, I'm getting the lady your number. Okay, I'm getting the lady your number. Yeah, I'll say live in London for 20 years. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
I should give you any person from Nnewi on your fella. Mega man, now how they make sense and answer. Yeah.
It's a home that Newi.
Otolo Newi.
State.
Otolo Newi, okay.
Because no to no.
Okay, kuwe my brother kuwe. Okay, I'm gonna send the number again too. Thank you. Okay, I should know a minor case. Nigga, we need the case.
Amen.
What a case? He win in a case. Or what? It was a day going. You my girl. You got to go.
Aye.
I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, what it is premium. You look at foundation no gate no matter ni ra ta ndi madu ni no na nyira ka me ga nta ha
ha.
Yeah.
Obama bia be water door.
Just token.
Yes.
You mean how my had you throw the case out to offer you that money? That means you have more money with them.
You are right,
my
brother. You are right. You are right.
Just relax, comport yourself, and compose yourself, and table your issue to whosoever you're gonna deal with. You get help.
My brother, don't worry.
Apart from one day. So
again at this case. Thank you all. Lulu Nine. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Oh, Chineke, let it go. Hello? 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 Yeah, in a reference of this case now, we are in handling. Yeah, in a reference of this case, I know handle now. Okay, okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I know me in a kukwe.
We're black. You believe once the hammer name I carry a hammer, I get quick
yes. Yes.
Because the hammer name what I go here hammer. And I got quite to the last thing making sure I had terminated. No job and surabula. Hello?
I know in a kukwe.
So you have to eat in Indiana and I get all the other. I am to go out of them to do upon
yeah.
Dear was 3 months of men with a market would dear was 3 months.
Maybe Allah has no idea. Can I with your husband?
Yeah, I can with
you. Okay, so dim. Okay, Tina can need if I be done. Anything.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm keeping a one your channel name and any name nobody. Some of them all depend on cases one.
Okay, so
yeah.
This is over a year or 2 years now. When my wife are married, how they deny because of her and I had that for my wife for 1 more. Head deny MTBC to head deny. So because every some of them are my side because my wife had grown too so like that.
Yes.
Connection make one connection.
Yeah.
So when anyone achieve we are now with the help of the other policy can name a believe room near my never also like the UK. And when meetings, the hell that's in meeting, what I go, hell that's ever in one. That's one
my brother became don't go there. Another level.
No.
Yeah.
a good lawyer, them.
Yes.
Because I'm always so cool as in a mechanic, I'm not passing the one.
Yes.
But I can put in this book money. Oh, you want to put on your do that? Okay, we put on up all the Maguru, the Grand Mana, how commitment had we now because we any legal you know, you have one or two things in common. No matter how trustworthy you are holding before anybody injured on ground. Hello?
Okay, my brother, I am not giving you food. Thank you so much. And my sister, I'm going to send the second number for on you. I will send you the number too. And I'm a screenshot to you. So you can hold their number. I'm screenshot, you can hold their number on top. So let me send you the second one too. Okay, continue, my dear.
So, maybe nkwụsịrị kịta ife nna na-egosi oge onwe nke ngosiri oge ha ọfalụ m ego ha na ha ekwu mana ha breach terms and conditions of ife a na-akpọ ya without prejudice because oge ha bidoro ife a ha sị m even before achụọ m n'ọlụ ha offer m 3,000 ha buru ụzọ offer m 1,000 pounds njụ ha offer m 1,500 njụ ha offer m 3,000 nke ha na ọha ego a dị m mkpa
ebe anyị na na-eme noise belata ihe iji watch m
kwolu ka ha chụọ m na
hello yeah yeah, I'm in a reference of this case I deal with. Okay. Follow the link. The link is pinned down there. Click on the link. Follow the link and join. When you contribute to the program. Okay, maybe hook up now. You got them hook up. I am the matter here now. The hook up. Oh. Hello, my brother. Hello. Yeah, good evening. Are you calling in a reference of this case we are dealing with right now? Are you watching me live? Are you watching me live on Facebook at the moment? Okay, I'm not discussing anything. Call me later when I'm doing a hookup program. Okay. All right. Thank you. I know they think it's all about hookup. Yeah. You know, please bear in mind that this platform we handle different cases, but majority of our stuff is our NGO and our hookup program. So if anybody have any case they want us to get involved, like our sister, I know we are heading somewhere. Justice must prevail. You know, we're going to get justice in this case, which I know the yesterday when she came to me, she told me something. I said, okay, don't worry. You know, your story is too long. I cannot listen to it. I don't have much time, but I will give you the audience for you to ask for help. I know everywhere. I know that I get somebody that will lead to something. So my sister, I believe that these two numbers, you're also gonna get more numbers. Some people may say, okay, give me the lady's number after this program. You know, people watch it later. You know? Somebody said, call this number. His name is Summer, and your problem would be solved. My sister, like what number somebody showcased it is on this platform. Can you read it?
079 0798.
Oh, no.
Julie,
you're UK. Oh, no, not UK. So you okay, hope +44. So you get 0798 3580 175.
Yeah.
That's the number to call. Oh, in an international, it's +44.
Okay.
Okay.
Just all you need is your. Total should be consistent. Do not
to some point, it's all her proofs.
Yes,
all
you have all your facts.
Your presentation and your energy.
Of course. That's all you need. Your facts speak for you.
Yeah.
I can say men are caught so football can you na tribunal. So football. And even do a yala. When the woman came a child here with her bundle, the her with her bundle, more with my own bundle. When a bundle, then a child with her presents Chicago case, yes, silly reasons why my claim should be struck out. None of it was a real legal reason. What we got to know about Waka or Makande Ndalaya?
I'm a weapon now.
Thank you. So, if I why see her that she has looked at my bundle and seen that they have not used proportionality to argue for my claim to be struck out. And she wants them to argue for my claim to be struck out using proportionality. Can you imagine a judge telling a sitting judge, telling a solicitor, a lawyer, what to say against a litigant in person? So I said to this judge, I said to her, what you're doing is not right. Why are you telling them what to use against me? Will you also look at, now they did not submit any bundle. Leeds City Council, the bundle that Leeds City Council submitted contained only documents from Leeds Tribunal and EAT, Employment Appeal Tribunal. They did not submit any document to counter my allegations. I submitted 3 bundles like this.
Okay.
Three of these to prove my allegations. They did not submit any. And then she told them what to use against me because all the reasons they were giving were stupid reasons. They couldn't hold water. So she looked at my bundle, told them that, which means she got expo. She looked at my bundle, opened her mouth there, sitting down there to tell them that she had looked at, I don't know, like, did she think that Mama Tifenagan, she has looked at my bundle and that she can see that they have not used proportionality. How use low proportionality? Leeds City Council argued, she couldn't even argue it because the lady Mama Tifenagan,
you know the problem they have with you because you're smart. You know, an educated black woman is a weapon to
oh my God, it's so intimidating to them.
Let me tell you the problem you're having. You have your facts, you're very learned, you are very smart, you know your direction, you know where you're going. So you're using pounds, you're using facts, you're using figures to destroy them. That is the point, that is the problem they are having. An educated black woman is a weapon to a white person. It's just a fact. How come? Because I'm a black people, they're very intelligent when, like, how a weapon when they are intelligent. My brother, was it all problem in Wiggy? When you behave like somebody you might be okay, but you are killing them with your figures.
When I was gentle, you are not striking out my claims anyhow. Not striking out anyhow. Okay, gentle from April 2018, 2019. Never had gentle. Okay, one hanya end of last year. Where policy chahan. I'm gonna have striking off that claim after calling hand. How stupid Jackie. No facts can work that hand. Maybe a bit aggressive. Makanande, if we're to answer about that, even when we to and they get on my laptop. If you think no, on that, and that's what I can do when I sagala. So fair, when I sagala, you're let's track off my 7 claims in last year. Has tracked it off. Man, all this while since 2018 April, in June, I'm so hand. Hannah strike it off my claim.
My sister, I'm going to book up right now. Okay, call me later.
Until now. Then the lady said that they should use it. Do you know that this lady struck off my claim based on proportionality? This judge.
My God.
She did not strike off my claim based on the reasons they gave. Because of that now hold her water. And with a full bundle of case law. I go on more than 200 case law. I'm not exaggerating.
Sure.
Wow.
Wept out some of them. Go see and argued it with them. In my one year. Hey, what the any case law? Because if any city council name, one single case law now support to him. Breach of contract, burying my contract, case law support to her. Removing rights I had before to pay, that is deduction from which any case law. So case law hand with her. Now this lady just She ignored the case law with her. And say, I almost submit a bundle case law or just remember. You don't have a right to tell me what to submit as evidence. I submitted it anyway. So the thing poem, like she specifically wrote
My
that
sister,
I do not need to submit.
and when they send the some important number you should contact, so I'll be forwarding it to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So you just call them, whichever one you think you
whichever
can
one that gives you more
anyone your spirit to receive.
Yes, just use all the resources that you can get, okay?
Yeah.
All the resources that you can get. That's why we're here. You understand what I mean? So my dear, call just inwere and the cool down. Because when you want to, I know you have the good school load. I'm known we want you came, want you come. And I'm at that's a homo. You guys show you can't fight, but all called you know because that is how the what your shoe. You want people to
I'm Hankity since until the end of last year. Can capital Hanya. And after that can be those Yawala.
Hopefully this will be the last round.
Yes,
hopefully.
I'm telling you, hello.
Just be patient, and then don't let it affect your mood. Just really want something that is there. Don't let it break you down at all. I don't need to fall into depression.
Yes.
You have to switch that mindset.
Depression kills.
Depression
can shut your breathing. In the twinkle of an eye.
I'm okay. I'm recovering now. I'm better now.
Because manage your stress. Try to manage your stress.
Eat healthy. Keep hydrated and relax. Anytime you feel tense, just go and sleep.
I remember one course I took. They said how to manage your stress. That's why nothing gets to me. Nothing gets to me. I know how to deal with stuff. The only thing that is getting to me now, my promise again, I can host the program. You can see, and that's I just because I slept very late. Julie, when I went to bed and I was awake because I wanted to host this ABBA giveaway. So I didn't have enough sleep, you can tell. But I know how to manage stress. So this course, how to manage stress. So you can put it in order. So stress will not bring you down. Stress is another problem of depression.
Meditating helps. Meditating helps. You lock yourself in the room.
Number one. Music.
Close your eyes.
Music help. Music. Look for your better. Music help. Music help.
And
look for the
better. I think about that breathe, and I think if you breathe in, you hold it for 5 seconds.
Yes,
and
you have to.
Breathe in.
Yoga help too. Yoga
help.
A lot of all these things.
Meditation help.
Yeah. Take time out of your environment and go and meditate for
Move
a while.
your body for a bit in a quiet place.
Body. All these things will help you. Yeah. I know what
swimming,
the one thing again. You have the answer. They keep telling you this stuff keep disappointing you and all that. Angel, you see my pen. Hey.
I don't want you to come.
Come in anyway.
Oh no,
my
please.
daughter,
Please come in.
No.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
She wants to come in
the video.
In the video.
When the Popo have become in the UK, my sister, you are very beautiful woman. You are very beautiful. I saw your picture. I was like, and then we are in a produce bunny head. Our Navy, they produce powerful, beautiful things. I pray and hope you find justice.
Yeah.
And I pray that God will intervene. Hold on, let me pick some course. And I'll start bringing people in. Whoever that have in, where's your Ziggy?
Oh, you look very nice. You're smiling.
Thank you. No, I don't want you to.
I'm 3, she's 1.
No.
Okay. I'm 3, she's 1.
I'm talking in the reference of this case we are handling right now. You cannot hear me?
No.
Can you hear me? No, more network. We check the network, not my own. My sister, Eba make a noise. I think
Oh my
your
God,
environment is making I'm a sense for the thing. So my sister, I'm gonna let you go and try to contact you about any updates that you want to come up and discuss with us. We'll become everything they make a kind of discuss, especially legal issues. Sometimes when you don't have to come out, but in camera may will keep you, which is okay. It's already online. You wrote something about it on Facebook, so it's already online.
Yeah.
So my sister, I wish you the best. You're still with us. So try and reach out to those numbers that I sent to you. And I hope God will intervene in your case. Okay? Thank you so much.
And
on this case, okay, go ahead.
remember what I told you. Support yourself. You know, don't let it bother you at all. Don't keep it in mind. Try not to because of your kids.
Yes.
So money is good. Your life is the most important. Okay.
Health is priceless.
You want to leave those kids.
Yeah, health is priceless, my sister.
God will take care of everything for you.
Yes.
Amen. Thank you.
All right, my sister.
Can I sing a song?
At this
Can
note,
I sing a song?
Okay, yeah, sing a song.
Yeah.
Sing a
Don't mind
song.
my voice, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't mind my voice.
Yeah.
Uchukwu ibugi mmadụ Ibuchukwu ibugi mmadụ onye na-eme mma Ibuchukwu Ibuchimo enweghị m onye ọzọ Ibuchukwu onye na-aza m ekpere Ibuchukwu onye na-edu ije m onye na-eme mma Ibuchukwu Ibuchimo enweghị m onye ọzọ. Thank you very much for giving me.
Thank you.
I think somebody's on the line. Hold on, let's hear him. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Close the volume you are watching.
Stop.
You're watching me from.
It's not nice. This is not children. It's not a children's program. You know?
Hello, the volume you're watching me from, please.
Hey, I'm not a part of it. I'm not a part of it.
No.
Lord, the mass, everybody know the super noise. I can't hear you.
Be part of the what?
Okay.
Into legal side. I'm a medical person.
Okay.
Watching this program.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people have said you may make it out to just not something. This is
yes.
Maximum anger you have.
Yes.
In any situation, in any case, you must, if you want to live in this country, if you want to be here, you must learn how to
yes, pretend.
Pretend, smile and give it hard, yeah.
Right. Mama, any little bit of anger,
yes.
No way.
To frustrate you more and more.
Yes.
More and more, yeah.
Everything right. Like I said, I'm a legal person. I'm a medical person.
Yes.
So we've been going through things, even family stuff, when we do things with family or social services and all that. If someone is there and they all speak in one voice in this country, especially they're involved with their own person,
yes.
For something.
Yeah.
If that person show any trace of anger, anybody to stand and defend you.
Yes.
So my observation is, for one why, yeah, and how to use even if the deep breath and now the click and you just tell yourself chill and proceed whatever you want to say. That's the only time you can get the best of you. With anger, you can never ever get the best of you, no matter how clear cut in day. So that's just my only observation that I want to stand and just put forward to her so that she can, moving forward with all the recommendations people get in here, she will now look back and learn from her own mistakes, accept those mistakes, and make a step forward. She's a success already. Like you said, it is a clear cut thing. If it's a medical thing, I would have given in my own advice on that base. But this is a clear cut thing. You have to defend yourself by clean, open, no sign of anger, no sign of raising voice. Comport yourself. That's all.
That's true.
My brother, thank you. I will take it on board.
Please do.
But now, I have to be honest with you.
My sister, wait. Yeah, continue.
Okay. So if I have anything to contribute towards that side, and when many lawyer friends, because most of them here are immigration lawyers, and they always want to charge the hell out of you if it's in that side. I will speak to any of them. If there's anyone that is into civil law that can come into this, but it's not a promise, so I will speak. If anyone comes in, I have your number. I think first time my cousin in Cambodia sent me this link to watch. So I'm on for it. So I've been watching it. I was enjoying it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution. Thank you. God bless you.
I'm open to know with no fee.
Okay.
No fee lawyer. Are you serious?
Hello? Yeah, hello. Are you calling in a reference of this matter? Yeah, are you calling in a reference of this matter? Okay, talk to me later in that case, okay? You are leader from our way here now. Call me later. Okay? All right. So my sister, everybody
let me repeat my announcement again. No. Nkechi London, please, my darling. You work in a chambers, you said.
She said she's a lawyer.
She's one of us. And then if you know you can put her right, please put everything you have.
She knows law. She knows UK law very well.
Yes. Any quarrel that you have with Tollgate or even myself.
Nothing to do with quarrel. I don't even know this.
Because your chambers might have a better, idea to give to her.
And you jail people all the time. So we don't want jail.
Yeah.
We need a better, how you know people. Please bring that person up. It has nothing to do with So she need a better legal person like you. You know it all.
You knows how to search out information and stuff.
So we need your specialty. This is where your specialty is. So my sister, on this note, I have to let you go. And we are happy to welcome you in our family. Part of us now. And you're going to have the name and your date, the necessary ones that the lawyer said you say in public. Before you say something, as soon as a lawyer take up your case, they have to tell you this is the right thing to say in public, and this is the right thing not to say. So anyone that the lawyer give you upright, anyone that the lawyer say, go for it. This is what you need to say. You tell us. Just tell them we're gonna update you. Then you tell us. Don't worry. But if the case is on process, all you need to do is say, the case is on process. We are on it. We're gonna update you, and that's it. Okay. Remain blessed. Say hi to your children. Give them kisses for us. Thank you for being there for you, because it's not an easy case. I know what you're going through. So in this case, I have to let you go. Bye-bye for now.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, Maggie.
My name is Julie Agu.
Julie Agu. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Afagogin.
Ralu Eke. Rapulu Chuku. Manifem them Nambalomo Ralu Eke. Leave everything in the hands of God. Ralu Eke.
Oh, nice name. Nice to meet you, darling. Please do take it easy, okay?
I will.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, bye.
So, Julie, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll come back for hookup. For those of you that are waiting for hookup, let me go and get myself, situated a little bit. I'll be back for hookup, and I love you guys. Take care. Bye bye. I gotta go. Bye, guys.
Bye.